Greetings, fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 2016 film Hard Target 2, starring Scott Adkins, Robert Knepper, Tremora Morrison, and An Truong. But first, a word from our sponsors. An overview of the movie? After accidentally killing his best friend in the ring, retired mixed martial artist Wes Baylor moves to Thailand to start over. There, he is found by Aldrich, a man who claims to be a fight promoter and offers Baylor a large payout for just one more fight. However, that fight turns out to be a hunt through miles of jungle, and Baylor is the prey. The pros of this movie? Well, first of all, the fight scenes of this movie were just amazing. I mean, come on. You have Scott Adkins in the lead role of a movie, and it's an action movie, and he's fighting in the movie. The fight scenes are gonna be absolutely fantastic and amazing and just glorious. I love the fight scenes in this movie. Scott Adkins did an amazing job with all of his fight scenes. Also, the sets in this movie were just gorgeous and beautiful. We're talking just miles and miles of just jungle and waterfalls and rivers with nice crystal clear water that haven't been touched by man at all. It was just fantastic and beautiful, and it really gave you this feeling that you were out in the middle of nowhere, hunting, being hunted, and being chased, and it was a life or death situation, and no matter where you went, there was no one that could help you. You had to rely solely on yourself, and it was just beautiful. I love the scenery. It did a great job to enhance this movie as a whole. Also, Robert Knepper did a fantastic job as Aldrich in this movie. This is the kind of villain you want to hate. You want him to die. You want him to lose. But it's beautiful. It's great. It's fantastic as a villain. He was like this perfect villain, kind of smart-ass, but still sinister and heartless at the same time, and just played the role perfectly. The cons of this movie? Well, first of all, the plot of this movie is just pretty damn cliched. I mean, I remember back when I first started college, I saw this movie back then in like 2003, except it starred Ice-T, and it was called Surviving the Game. And then I reviewed it later for my channel, except at that point it was called Deadly Prey. I mean, this movie has been made so many times. This could have been a standalone movie. It would have worked better as a standalone movie. If they just removed all the references to Hard Target, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, this one would have been so much better just as a standalone movie. But it felt so forced as a sequel, like they had to include all this stuff from as a reference to the original movie, although the story and the plot and the characters really had nothing to do with the original movie, other than it was people being hunted by rich folks. Other than that, it had nothing to do with Hard Target starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Moving on, the female antagonist of this movie. Oh my god. You could tell she was just trying way too hard to come across as this badass, I'm the toughest one of the group. No one can mess with me. Just because I'm a woman, that don't mean a damn thing. I can still kick your ass. That's what she was trying to come across as. It was trying way too hard, and the acting was just really stiff and obnoxious and annoying, and I couldn't wait for her to die. I really wanted her to die the whole damn movie. Well, the whole time after she was introduced, because she wasn't in the whole damn movie. But once she was introduced, I was just waiting for her to die, because I hated her, and she was a horrible character, and she needed to be out of the movie. Moving on. While there wasn't a lot of CG in this movie, the CG that they did have was just comically bad. I mean, you're trying to get a gritty, realistic action movie about hunting people in the jungle, and yet you have digital blood squibs. I've harped on this a lot. I hate digital blood squibs, especially when they look all fake and cartoony. It really ruins the tone of a movie when at first it's feeling all dark and gritty and savage and realistic, and then you put in these cartoonish digital blood squibs. No, you can use real blood squibs for cheap. They aren't that expensive. You don't have to have the digital ones. My overall thoughts on the movie? I did enjoy this movie, but it wasn't perfect, so I give it one thumb up. The biggest thing working against this movie is that the story of a person being hunted by rich people has been done so many times that it's hard to do it in an original way. Aside from a few Easter eggs here and there, this movie had nothing to do with the first Hard Target and really would have been better as a standalone movie. It's definitely worth watching though, especially if you're a fan of Scott Adkins. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations for things you would like me to cover in the future, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Also, if you are interested in my new sponsor, Catalyst Mints, there will be a buy link to them in the description of this video. Thank you and have a nice day.